Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video I'm pulling shards for 3 members of the community. And one of the really fun things about this shard pull session actually is that everyone has like different tactics, different strategies for how they're approaching it. Like for me, I did my 150 Ancients to grab that guaranteed Kandra. Over here on Ozen's account today, we're pulling actually, let me double check. Yeah, we're pulling all this stuff. We're pulling all the Void Shards and the Sacred Shards. So we're going all out here, and we'll see how it goes. Let me actually double check. He said to pull 4 Sacreds, but he only has 3. Let me double check with him before we go further. All right, I'm back. We just had to double check that. You know, you want to be careful. But yeah, we're going to be pulling the 24 Voids and the 3 Sacreds here for Ozen. So a completely different approach to what I was going for. And some of the other guys we're going to be pulling shards for today going to have different approaches as well. So one thing, let's go straight in with a 10 pull of the Voids. What I want you to let me know going through today's video is for the amount of shards that we're pulling and the different approaches for everyone in today's video, who do you feel did the best, right? Which one of these 3 viewers is the luckiest of the bunch? Sylar, excellent, cool. Really good epic champion here. Sylar, really nice. Decreased speed and 40% turn meter pushback on her A3. AoE with decreased accuracy on her A2, and then an AoE on her A1. So she just brings you fantastic control, right? Building her in a stun set for Doom Tower Hard in particular, just pushing back the turn meter, the decreased speed, and then AoE attacks, proccing the stuns. Decreased accuracy, very useful as well if they ever do get a turn, preventing them landing those debuffs. Great champion, amazing for faction wars as well. Great in arena too, in like a speed team, sort of a traditional speed team. Instead of bringing in a second speed booster, bring in Sylar to push their speed back. Works absolutely fantastic. So yeah, she is a great Void Epic, really strong. We got a Cold Heart in there as well. You can never have too many Cold Hearts, right? You can never have too many. All right, here we go. Remember, Tunisia is the boosted legendary, and Tunisia is absolutely incredible. The way I look at it is whenever you get a Void legendary, it doesn't even matter. You're just delighted that you got a legendary. It's just a great thing to have. Okay, no legendary or epic there. That's all right. Let's go in. We've got 4 more Voids to go. Of course, this is all adding up, all these points building up for the Summon Rush event that is on right now for Helicath Fusion. Obviously, Ozem here needs to do it, so it's all good, right? Painkeeper. Okay, we got 2 Voids to go. Another rare. Can we hit an epic at least on the last one? Let's see what we can do. Come on. Give us something, right? Get out of here. Another rare. Okay, so not too much from those Voids, to be honest, but we do have the 3 Sacreds to go. All right, come on. Let's do this. Here we go. 3 Sacreds. Epic. It's a Husk. Great. Okay. Really good to get a Husk. He is one of the boosted 10 times champions, and this is a champion you can build multiple copies of. Good chance, 40% to provoke on the A1, but the main thing is this AoE attack scaling off enemy max HP. Good chance to stun on it as well. So he's obviously great for a bunch of level 20 dungeons with that enemy max HP nuke. The big thing though is Hydra. He is a HP based champion, so he's very tanky. He's a very tanky damage dealer. He absolutely nukes the daylights out of those Hydra heads with this A2, and then he can lock down Head of Decay a good bit with his A1. I've seen a lot of people actually using Husk in the lead position with an Inquisitor Shamail, then to boost him up when the Fear Head is out. We have another epic champion. Oh, it's one of the previous fragment champions that I never used. This was a pretty difficult fragment for how not very good he is. Leech on the A1, fine. Vildrax here. AoE attack with Hex. 3 turn cooldown, and then an AoE that can increase all enemy debuffs and then can put skills on cooldown. I don't know, he just never ended up being that good. He has like a passive that sounds cool, right? When it's booked up, 30% chance of stealing a heal every time an enemy under a hex is about to be healed. That sounds great, but it doesn't work against bosses. Why does it not work against bosses? Why? That would make him cool. But no, so poor old Vildrax, I just don't know if he's worth it. Like, I feel like Thylesia is a better AoE Hex champion. I mean, yeah, with the debuff extension. Thylesia is very similar, and I think Thylesia is better. I don't know. Vildrax, I don't know, guys. All right, and the final shard here on this account, it's an epic again, and it is Mistress of Hymns. I mean, she's an early game reviver, and that's pretty much it. She falls off very hard, very hard after that. You wouldn't really use her. Maybe for some faction wars as a reviver, but that's pretty much it. So, yeah, Ozin. There we go. That's what we got. Not the luckiest start, I'm afraid. Not the luckiest start. But obviously, you're going to be absolutely blasting through that Summon Rush event. Let's jump over to account number 2. All right, guys. Next up, we are on Core Dental's account here. Bit of an earlier game player. We're level 69. Nice. We're diving in. He's already pulled a couple of shards himself, but we've got a few to pull here as well. Bit of a variety, actually. We've got 22 Ancients, 2 Void Shards. Let's just dive in, shall we? Here we go. So, first 10 Ancients. Let's go. And obviously here, I think there are going to be a lot of champions that could be really, really good. I think he said Biggin would be his ideal one. I mean, we don't have many shards, so we don't have a great chance of it. But if that popped out, would be obviously incredible. Nice selection of, I mean, some of the rares in terms of Apothecary Gnarlhorn. But we don't want to be seeing those 10 rares. We don't want to be seeing the 10 rares. Show us some yellow. Show us some gold. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is it going to be all blues? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not looking good. Not looking good so far. At least let us pull an epic game. Come on. At least that. At least. Surely. Oh, no. Glorial Brute Brain. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, okay. We got an epic. We got... Oh, it's shiny, though. Not great. Definitely not great. Single target poison sensitivity. Increase accuracy, increase attack, single target, HP burn, AoE attack with the chance of increasing debuffs, crit rate for accuracy. She's not worth building, to be honest. I just put her aside. Not even worth it. All right, guys, we got 2 voids. 2 voids. We got ourselves a rare. Oh, God, jeez. Okay, the last one. I can't look. I can't look. I'm peeking. I'm peeking. I shouldn't have peeked. I shouldn't have peeked. Scrapper. Scrapper. Yeah, well, I tell you what, it's a good thing that Scrapper was here picking up the scraps of these terrible champion pulls. Didn't have many shards, so obviously, you know, stuff can go wrong there for sure. Definitely feels a bit unlucky. Can we turn things around for the next viewer? I don't know. Let's see. Alright guys, and finally we are on Tanaros' account here, guys. Not free to play, but is actually only in the mid game at the moment, and he's looking to max out this entire Summon Rush event. So we've got a nice variety of shards here. We're going to do 150 Ancients, 30 Voids, and 3 Sacreds. So let's go. Going for that Kandra font first of all. Yeah, I'm so happy to get the Kandra font myself, and I'm struggling to be patient to build him. Once, you know, CVC comes around on Tuesday, I'm trying to save those Ascensions and, you know, ranking them up and getting the levels. It's a lot of CVC points, and obviously I don't have enough books to book my Kandra farm, but when we do book him, it's going to be great. So, yeah, definitely looking for that. Wow, straight in with a legendary. It's a Shamrock. Okay, a lot of people don't like Shamrock, but as you guys know, if you've been watching my stuff, watching my Hydra content, I am the Shamrock dude. It's actually thanks to one of the members of the channel. You can click the join button down below to become a member support directly. But Grat, he's been I've been in clans with Grat for forever, for like a year before as a content creator. I was with in a clan with an old HOTS content creator called Kyberries. If any of you were watching me back in the Heroes of the Storm days, I was in her clan with Grat. Anyway, Grat was saying Shamrock's amazing for Hydra, and he is, right? Double hitter A1 that can steal buffs or remove buffs. Useful. Really useful for removing the you know, reflect damage, increase attack buffs from Hydra. A2 gives you increased defense on everyone. Then if you're above 50% HP, gives increased speed and potentially increased crit rate. If you're lower than 50%, gives you revive on death and a good chance for a continuous heal. It's really, really good, right? Increased defense with increased speed. Fantastic. This is a lot of what Sifi does. A lot of what Sifi does on a shorter cooldown, which is nice. And then he's got an AoE decreased speed on a 4-turn cooldown. Even has accuracy in all battles aura. And he's got really good base stats, great base speed. Yeah, big fan of Shamrock. Well worth building up for Hydra as an increased speed, decreased speed champion that also ups your survivability. I use him quite a bit. I don't have Lady Kimmy, who I think is a bit better. But yeah, Shamrock's great. He's really, really good. All right. Happy days, guys. Hopefully that's a new legendary for Tanaros. If so, you know, he might not, Shamrock's probably not super early in the earlier mid game, but he becomes really, really good when you go into the late game, right? Really good when you're pushing into more difficult Hydra stuff. We got one of the bears there as an epic. The bears are just the bears. They're really not that good. Armina, one of our 10 times champions. I think she's certainly the weakest one of all of the 10 times boosted. She's okay. Right, AoE decreased defense champion. She's kind of like War Maiden, but better. Right, she can stun on her A1, can decrease turn meter and stun on her A3. Then the passive gives her turn meter whenever she stuns enemies. Yeah, she's all right. She's all right. She's very, very good for Doom Tower hard. I think that's where she becomes good. You put her in with like an Archmage helmet, Seal of the Drakes, a stun-based team. She brings a decreased defense, and you just lock down those enemy waves in Doom Tower hard. They never get to hit you. Infernal Baroness. Hotatsu. Okay, cool. Infernal Baroness. I think she's good for one secret room. Yeah, defense-based secret room, because she heals people based off the damage inflicted with AoE attack. So I think there's one defense-based secret room that you have to do, and it's kind of tricky that she does it. She does it for you. Might be force-based defense. Apart from that, she's terrible. Not used for anything else apart from that secret room. Probably hold on to her, but like don't use her as food, but you're not going to build her for a long time. Hotatsu, great epic. Leech on the A1. AoE, decrease attack on the A2. Increased defense and continuous heal on the A3. And these are both 3-turn cooldowns. He just cycles through everything. Then he can remove debuffs from himself, prioritizing crowd control, defense in all battles aura as well. Just an amazing progression champion. Amazing for the faction wars as well. Super good. I mean, the earlier you get this guy, the happier you are. He brings so many of these crucial buffs to your account. He's really, really strong. All right, here we go again. Let's do this. Here we go. Not bad. I mean, getting Shamrock and Kandra out of these shards is well worth it. Oh, wow. 2 excellent epics as well. Husk, obviously boosted in the 10 times event. Fantastic. And you can really build up multiple Husks on your account, provoking Head of Decay, and then AoE nuking those Hydra heads. Just a phenomenal champion for like hard Hydra, even as when he starts being good, I would say. And then amazing for Brutal and Nightmare, especially depending on the particular Hydra rotations and the affinities of the heads. Then Venomage, amazing champion as well. AoE attack with heal reduction and poisons. Decrease defense, decrease attack if they've got poison on. And then activating poisons with this. Taking less damage from enemies under heal reduction. She is great for a lot of some Doom Tower stuff. She's great for Demon Lord Clan Boss. And she can solo the Lizardman Secret Room. So she's a really, really good epic. Really good. I actually haven't finished building her out myself, but she's well worth it. She's great. Another Armina, okay. Great. I mean, Faction Guardian dupes, I guess, is something. Let's go again. Here we go. Here we go. Can we get another legendary here? That'd be pretty nice, right? That'd be pretty nice. All right. Lovely. Bunch of rares. Nothing too exciting. Let's go again. Okay. Ah, the rare tax is coming in. We're paying that rare tax right now, guys. Oh, that's 20 rares in a row. Should mean we should hit the mercy timer for epics. There it is. Another husk. Wow. 2 husks. Again, keep both of those husks. Don't feed them. Keep them both. They are excellent. You can use multiple husks. I actually have 2 built on my account. You could build more. You could build more. I'm certainly not going to be feeding any husks anytime soon. Rainbeast. On Aox. Aox actually really good too. So Rainbeast, he's another one really for that secret room. He can put out continuous heals on his A1 as a defense-based force affinity, so he's kind of good for that. And he can put a nice shield out. Apart from that, he's not great. He has awkward, really awkward revive if he kills an enemy on his A2. He can be okay for Skinwalker Faction Wars, but yeah, he's a champion that doesn't really see much use anymore. Aox is really solid though. AoE decrease attack, that can decrease turn meter, decrease crit rate. He's got a heal on his A2 that scales up the more debuffs, and then he's a small chance to place poison on his A1. Then it's his passive that's really good. Increase the duration of 2 random debuffs on the attacker by 1 turn when attacked occurs once per hit. So against like affinity clan boss stuff, he can really crank up those debuffs when the clan boss hits you multiple times per turn. His poisons are very unreliable. It's a very, very low chance, so that's not super good. You need someone else in there. And he's good against some of those Hydra rotations as well, giving you decreased attack and some nice healing. And the passive just being really useful. So he's a really solid epic champion. Really solid. Not god tier, but solid. Very good. All right, next up, what do we have? We must be closing in soonish on that Kandra. Miscreated Monster. Champion I don't have. I don't have this guy, but congrats on getting him. I know that Biffled of the Thorn is very similar to Miscreated Monster, but obviously Miscreated comes in as a different affinity. He comes in for your faction wars. Just great. Classic OG top tier champion. AoE attack, hits hard, big old shield on your team. AoE stun, 50% chance. Amazing for Spider. 3-turn shield on a 3-turn cooldown. Amazing for the Scarab boss and Doom Tower Hard. Good for waves and Doom Tower Hard. Just a great champion. I never got this guy. I never got him. And he'd be good for some tag arena potentially as well. Yeah. You would have made, like, back when I started playing, he was the guy to get. He was the guy to get. I never got him. Or Apothecary. They were like the two that all the content creators were using at the time. And I was just sitting there and crying. Pharsalis Gravedirt. I don't think this guy's much good. Really low, 40% chance to provoke. It's not bad, actually. 40% chance to provoke. Can put decreased attack if they're feared. AoE attack with heal reduction. Not very useful. Shield on all allies. Okay, not bad. Equal to 30% of their HP. And a small strengthen as well. Immune to fear and fear. You can fear the attacker whenever someone drops low. True fear when someone dies. He seems okay, but really nothing special. Very average, very average. Nothing special there at all. I don't know. Has anyone built him? I think I remember Ash saying that he likes him a lot. But I actually haven't seen any gameplay of him being used yet. I must go and look it up. Oh, Pharsalis Graved. He's got a bucket on his head. That's the main thing I know. Gory. Yeah, not a fan of Gory, unfortunately. He looks super cool, but he's not great. Visionary. There we go. It's the Kandrafon. Okay. So Gory looks badass. I just look at the size of that sword. He looks super cool. Looks like straight out of Sekiro. Not very good though. Not very good. Kind of got a bunch of freezing and counterattacks, but I just don't know where you use it. Just don't know where you'd use him at all. Visionary. I know some people said they like her. I don't think she's that good. She does have speed in dungeons, a good aura. She can put she can decrease turn meter, especially if they've got decreased crit rate, crit damage. So she can place AoE decrease crit rate, decrease crit damage, and then she can place increased crit rate, crit damage on you with some turn meter fill. So, like, maybe you could do something. It's certainly an interesting kit. I like that she's there. I just don't know what you actually use her for. And then, of course, we got Kandrafon, the man himself, just absolutely insane for the arena. So there we go. Congrats on those pulls. Right, we're going to be doing 30 Void Shards and 3 Sacreds. Let's go. Let's go straight in. Let's not waste any time. Let's dive straight in. Voids. Oh, man. The Voids come in slow. They come in slow. Oh, my God. We got a legendary. Oh, shit. And it's a Neathwy Blood Twin. Okay, not the best. Not the best Void legendary, but he can be very useful. The big thing about him is this passive. Enemies killed by this champion cannot be revived. Now, that is a really underrated thing. That's so underrated. In terms of his damage output, he has a decent AoE attack. Not amazing, but a decent AoE attack here. He actually has a very hard-hitting single target hit with triple hitter right here. And then his A1 decreases target's max HP. The thing that makes him special, ally attack in all battles, nice aura as well. The thing that makes him special is really this block revive. Having a block revive champion, seriously, for arena is a huge deal. I use my Foley all the time because of that block revive. If you don't have a Foley, an Neathwy is really one to look at. He can be very good as well for Doom Tower Hard for dealing with the Siphi waves, right? Siphi and Rotos, really good against that. The triple hitter hits through Rotos. Once you block those revives, it makes your life so much easier. So definitely worth building up if you don't have another block reviver. I think he can be really good for that. Now for me, if you already have someone like Foley built already, I don't know if it's worth building a Neathwy, though he is Void Affinity. It's sort of that toss-up. He got buffed recently. I think he's a solid champion. Yeah, people like... I understand. People want, like, the Trundas. They want the Trundas. They want the hardest hitting nukers, the biggest nukers. And they don't really care about utility. They're like, utility, boring. Forget about it, man. I just want damage. And that's fair. But there is definitely a good utility, a good niche for this block revive. There we go. Okay, cool. Eurogrim, also fantastic epic. Really good. AoE poisons with continuous heals for your entire team. Single target heal with a cleanse. Poisons on his A1, speed in all battles aura 2. He's great for things like Ice Golem. Can like solo the end of Ice Golem, stuff like that. Work in poison explosion teams. Really solid epic, actually. Very useful to have. All right. Let me double check. So what we got, that was our first set of voids, right? Let's do another set. Obviously disappointing we didn't get Tunisia. Tunisia is definitely better than a Neathwy. But a Neathwy, he is a useful champion. He's cool. One thing I'd like to see with a Neathwy would be some fun combo with him and with Drexstar, because they are They're related champions. Okay, and 10 more, and this is the last 10 voids. They're a pair of champions. They're both blood twins. They are twins by blood, but they don't have any synergies. There's no special passive, which is kind of a bummer. Another Eurogrim. Back-to-back Eurogrims, okay? And Tolf the Maimed. Tolf, go home. Get out of here. All right. Damn, though. I tell you guys, Shamrock, Anithwi, Kandrafon, this has been a good day. A good day for Tanaros, let me tell you. Right, we got 3 epics. We have Umatogi. Not what we wanted to see. We saw that epic. We saw the Shadowkin thing. We thought we were getting an extra Kinagashi. No such luck. This one, not very good. Some Perfect Veil, single target damage stuff. I don't really think she's worth building as far as I'm aware. She's pretty underwhelming. Another epic. It's Sakara, one of the sisters, right? Dear Lord. Well, I tell you, if you've got 50 million epic books lying around waiting to be used, Sakara is the champion to use them on, I guess. Legendary to finish it off. And it's the Astralon. Boom. Okay. I know you guys love Astralon. I'm not the biggest fan, but you guys really like him. He's a great champion to have. AoE attack with a 100% chance to stun when booked. Also can remove Veil and Perfect Veil and put Weaken on, so he can be useful against some of those Veil champions. But, I mean, here's the thing, you know. Kandrafon is the wrong affinity, so it's not a great counter. But against Duchess teams, it can be good. And you guys were definitely calling out his A1 ignores increased defense, strengthen, and ally protection. So you guys were saying you really like Astralon to counter Nekret, the Great teams. Because Nekret, the Great, puts shields and ally protection and strength and a whole bunch of defensive buffs on different team members, and you can just hit straight through that ally protection, which is pretty big. He can revive teammates if he kills someone, which is cool. Decrease defense on his A1. Synergize with Countess Licks, which is good. And he's got a nice passive where he gets turn meter when an ally is hit as well. So I do use him actually on my Nether Spider team to AoE stun the Spiderlings, and he's useful for that. And he's obviously a beast for Faction Wars. So there we go. Wow. That was a great pull session there for Tanaros. Your arena teams, they're about to change, my friend. They're about to change. If we take a look at his built champions, I'm pretty sure they are all new. I'm pretty sure every single one of those was new. Well, congratulations, dude. Okay, you already have the miscreated monster, so that was there already. But we got, I think, 4 new legendaries for you, from what I can see. Do we have any in the vault here? We might have some in the vault. Quick look. Quick glance. No, I think they're new. I think they are all new. There you go. Fantastic, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you guys have as much luck with your pulls as we have. Again, let me know which one of these who do you feel was the luckiest out of the 3 accounts that we were pulling for today. For the amount of shards that we pulled, which one was the luckiest? Let me know. Guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.